Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Bobby, and we're experiencing just enough of a break, I think, in the rain for me to go through today's lesson. And what is today's lesson? Well, keep in mind, it rained all night last night, and it rained all day up until about a half an hour ago. This ground is completely sodden. And to make matters worse, my ball's sitting down in the rough all the way to the ground, and there's a bunker right here, and just on the other side of the bunker is only just a tight area for me to get this ball to stop. Now, as you know, when you're hitting over a bunker, often getting it over the bunker is not the problem. Making it stop on the other side is. And so I find myself in this desperately perilous situation, made more perilous by the presence of this bunker and the need to get over it and make it stop quickly. And so what do I do? Well, I've got to pay particular attention to this part of the wedge right here, this cutting edge, and that's where the heel meets the hosel. There's a little edge right there, and that point of the wedge right there is a wonderful digging tool. And it's a digging tool I can use without sacrificing any loft. I can still use that and get the ball airborne. Now, this ground is soft, so I can play it a great deal like a bunker shot, but in order to use that part of the wedge in the way that I'm describing, I've got to drop my hands down. When my hands go down, the toe goes up, and so that part of the heel is something I can use now to strike with. And so I'm going to play it, hit a couple inches behind it, and make sure I accelerate through it, because that is what my success depends on. Here I am. I want to make sure I accelerate as I get through that golf ball, and it should fly nice and high. Now it's a little crooked, but not so bad. All right, and so let me go through that again. If you want some loft on this shot, play it like a bunker shot as long as the ground is wet. It'll be receptive to a wedge that has a cutting edge made possible by this spot right here, this arrowhead, where the heel of the club meets the hosel. And in order to activate that, you've got to drop the shaft down a little bit. When you drop the shaft, the toe raises up off the ground, and therefore the heel will dig in. And from there, you accelerate through it like a bunker shot. And I know that will help you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next week.